Hey, it's Matthew here, back up in the gallery of guitar, and today featuring another record, another LP from the extensive vinyl collection, and hopefully introducing you to some music that it's maybe a while since you checked out. Maybe if you've never heard of these players or this album, you're now going to go and seek it out. This you will definitely find on streaming platforms. This is an album called Together, very famous album for the classical guitar. Most classical guitar teachers, students, enthusiasts, performers, they'll know about this recording. Why? Well, because it features Julian Bream and John Williams, two of the most famous performers our instruments ever had, ever seen. And in this album, they started the process of forming a duo and working together and performing in ensemble for us. And they had two camps in a way. They had people that were very much Julian Bream fans and people who were very much William fans. I've always been a fan of both, and to hear them play together is really something special. They have different sounds and different approaches to the instruments. In fact, even on this recording, the cover's great. You can see it's Bream's hand at the top and it's Williams' hand below. Bream's playing on a Herman Hauser guitar, and Williams is playing on a Hernandez Iguado guitar. So the guitars have very different sounds, a really Spanish sounding guitar and a little bit more of a Germanic Hauser kind of tone. And we know these two players are really different. We know they're different in the way they approach the instrument, different in repertoire choices too, very different careers. But there's almost like a third person or a third thing happening on this recording, which is what they create together, the sum of their parts. It's not that they're blending their sounds perfectly to match. It's not that they're using exactly the same strings, deciding all the same attacks and articulations. They're still very much Julian Bream and John Williams are still very much themselves. But they're coming together to bring real life to the repertoire on this record. It's really exquisite playing. Absolutely gorgeous. It's almost as if the things that each would do normally, they're both allowed to do their stylistic things that are their norm, but the other one has some things that the other doesn't. So it's almost like not filling in the gaps, but they're enjoying the fact, sometimes Williams gives Bream the space that he needs sometimes on some of the melodic ideas, the way he interprets the line. It's really fantastic. And then Williams playing that Hernandez Iguado guitar, he conjures some beautiful tones and timbres out of it that complement that sort of erudite, elegant sound that Bream always went for on the trebles. There's just a robustness to the recording, and there's an incredible sound to the recording. It's really, really well recorded in Wardour Chapel, where Bream made a lot of recordings. I think it was recorded in 1971. It's an incredible record. I'll hold up the inside. You can see the two guys, John and Julian, playing table tennis. An incredible photo. A little bit of ping pong, a little bit of table tennis. Nothing too strenuous, so you don't, pull a muscle or break a nail. The recording's amazing. It has what we've just been hearing, Laws, the Courant, Allemand and Courant. Then it goes into Carulis, Largo and Rondo. There's Fernando Sor. On the second side, there's Albéniz, Faya, and then Ravel. Really, really gorgeous performances throughout. Beautiful, sensitive, and sort of accommodating each other all the time in their performances. RCA Victor is the label, again, made so many great recordings, great guitar recordings. Amazing. What strikes me listening to it, every time I listen to this album, is that it doesn't sound, like I've said before, it doesn't sound just like a John Williams record or just like a Bream record. it sounds like a third voice. It sounds like there's something more to this, which is the goal of any great chamber ensemble or duo, that they want to create something that's not just both of your sounds, it's something together. I mean, they're different, they play so differently, but coming together to create the energy of this great guitar duo, this great ensemble. Anyway, I could get carried away and listen to this all day. You'll definitely find this on Spotify. Together, Julian Bream and John Williams. I was going to have to feature this at some point. This has been played so many times in my record collection. Have a listen, see what you think. You'll hear some fabulous variety of articulation and tone colour at work, and you'll hear some real commitment and dedication to bringing the music to life. Not that I'm saying that doesn't happen these days. Our current modern crop of players are obviously hugely musical and very technically versed. Imagine putting two great players from just now, from this era, together and seeing what they would create musically. It's a great example, this recording, for well-established performers and players to experiment with what would happen if you got together, put the egos aside, and just enjoy making music together like John and Julian did. It probably wasn't easy all the time, but the results are so exciting and really fascinating to delve into. So that's my record for today. Together, John Williams and Julian Bream. Check it out, you won't be disappointed. See you next time.